Welcome, Sagittarius, to your moment in time and the time between the years. This reading is timeless, and whenever it finds you, trust your intuition that led you to this moment where you found this reading. And I want to see where the situation is you are in right now and what you are experiencing in this moment of time. And so I will draw a couple of cards to lead us in and so that we can see what is happening. And I want to know what is ripe to let go of and what you are heading into. We can see both sides in these cards, so what you're heading into. And then I would love to know what's to say about the path you are on. And I would love to know what is the thing that's coming your way that you don't expect. And I see this and this one. You don't expect coming, and what is the message from Spirit? This one. And what is supporting you in your journey? This one. This one. And then we draw tarot cards to see which steps are coming next, or whatever needs to be seen or said. See this one, and this one, this one, and these, and this one. And so, but first I want to see, and we see if we need another one to close the reading. So, but first I want to see what's happening in your life right now. And that's an invitation, becoming the elixir yourself, and it is your personality, it is the things you went through that help you to do the next step and to do the next heavy lifting that is necessary in your life. And we'll see where this is. What is this about? And I think that is a destined moment in your life. And this destined moment is about your own way of seeing yourself. It is about your self-worth, your ability to overcome obstacles, and your destiny in your life. And maybe that is something you dealt with, that you thought in a specific way. You thought that you have to be somehow in a specific way, and you have to do something to overcome these obstacles. And the one thing that you didn't expect that will come up is that you have to be yourself in your best version, to be authentic in yourself, to overcome these obstacles. And this is even if we talk about self-worth, that's you searched for the acknowledgement in the outer world, and you didn't expect yourself to be the source of your own acknowledgement, of your own worthiness. It's you looked at other people to show you how worthy you were, and then you got into trouble with yourself, because then you stepped out of your own out of your own authenticity because you thought you had to be in a specific way. But it's the invitation to let your own light to do the heavy weight lifting here, to do the lifting, to get into the place where you value yourself enough to step into your own destiny. That's a lovely path to be on, but it's a difficult one in the moment, because you sometimes think that you are not worthy, that you experience, you are the only one that experiences difficulties to overcome, and that you are sometimes believing that you are cursed with this, right? But it's your path you're on, right? And it's the 55th gene key, and that's exactly what I meant, is to pity yourself sometimes for the things that happen to you. And that's the shadow of victimization. That's victimizing yourself and stepping into this victim mentality to, instead of in complaining, right, and blaming other people, but instead of stepping into your freedom that is inherent in you. You know, I know a lot of Sagittarians that have the freedom inside their hearts, and that's what they really are. But to step into this freedom, you have to value yourself in this freedom. And that's not how I experience them, because they hold the belief often. They hold the belief that they are not valuable, and that comes with their upbringing, of course, with the conditioning we grew up in. That was someone telling you that's not important how you feel. That is not important how you, and that's this moment where you step into your own valuing yourself. And I think that's the moment, and maybe it's a difficult moment right now, because Mars is in retrograde in Leo, and it's about our own light and how we shine our light into the world, and it will head back into Cancer, so it will leave us with the re-evaluating our own emotions, our own inner beings, and it's confronted you, and I think this heading back, and even Pluto walking into Aquarius now is something that is leaving you in the place where you realize something isn't quite right. Something that I believe about myself hinders me to move beyond my own limitations. And that's a good place to be, even if it's an uncomfortable place to be. But you realize something isn't quite right because I don't feel the freedom that I want to feel. And that is the complaining part, and the blaming part is just to put other people in the place where you say, oh, that's how you make me feel. But you know that this is not the truth. It's just half of the truth. Yes, they pulled a trigger. They pulled a trigger. No, they pushed on a trigger for you. That's how you got activated, right? This part of you that wants freedom for itself got activated, and instead of stepping into yourself and saying, oh, this is what I am about, this is how I am close to myself, you said, oh, I want you to do this. I want you to value me so that I can feel good about myself. No, that's not how it works. You have to do the work. And that's where your glow steps in, where you can do the heavy lifting of owning your own emotions and stepping into being responsible for your own emotions. That's where you are heading right now, into freedom. And we have this 55th gene key is beautiful, because we will enter the South Node will enter Virgo in January, so we will kill this whole victimization thing for every single one of us. And that's where you are heading right now, because you realize, oh, there is something not quite right in my perception of things. And even if you don't allow this to come to the surface right now, because I think you don't, because that's where you are in this place right now, because you don't want to. You say, no, I don't want to be responsible for this. I want to be other people be responsible for this. But in your inner self, your higher self knows as well that you are not the victim. You are responsible for doing the heavy weight. And look at this figure inside of this. Look at this light that she shines. You look at the radiance she has. That is so beautiful, because she can do everything she wants if she allows herself to radiate first to herself, because that is the magic. And this card is the point of view. Discernment. It's about constructive comparison, and it's about grounded ambition. And that's about the discernment of when to blame other people, when to set boundaries, when to do this or that, and when to be in your own authenticity, when to step into your own being and taking responsibility for what you feel, what you want to feel, and what you want to experience in your life. And then it can be right to set boundaries to people, but first you have to radiate inside of this to see the light that you are. And then you can let go of other people, of the idealization of the thing that wants to be seen by other people, because then you can see yourself. And that's about a real conjunction. That is about the alliance inside of yourself and with other people. Real intimacy is heading your way if you allow your intimacy to show up in your own life, being intimate with your own self, being free to be you, be all of you, radiate all of you, and stop pushing this on other people. So it's setting yourself in a boundary to overcome these obstacles, because you are on the right path. Even if it feels comfortable in the moment, you are on the right path, because you realize that something isn't quite right, and that there is a perspective shift happening right now. It's about what is a conjunction, what is a collaboration between these geese, right? What is the leadership? What is the relationship they have to each other? And how does this work? It's not putting the thing on other people. It is taking the leadership in one moment, and when we get tired, we step back and allow other people to step forward. But every single one is accountable for their own power, for their own leadership quality in this moment, and for being in power or not. And this is a reminder of Pisces, as that you are the one that is feeling the vastness in your emotions, and that wants to have structure in a way. But this sensitizing is allowing yourself to structure yourself in this whole situation, where you allow yourself to step into the value that you hold. And this is an amazing card for you, because you are freedom. You are freedom inside of yourself, in being the beautiful being that you are. Your message from Spirit is, it's the divine feminine, the cosmic womb is of course the invitation to be active and receptive, and be in this receptive mode at the same time. You don't have to do anything to be loved. You don't have to do anything to be someone. You have to be the shining bright thing that you are, and to have to be the light that you are, and value yourself for being it. And then you can step out of this whole shadow victimization thing and step into your own freedom, because then you are seen as well. But it's not the reason why you're doing this to be seen. And there you can be, and that's the same thing, right? It's being incorruptible. By all doing how to you want to be perceived, by all the doing, you corrupt yourself. And you corrupt yourself by being in this moment where you think other people think evil about you. So that is the thing. Even maybe you have people who don't believe in you. Maybe you have people who think you are not authentic. Maybe you have people that are in this place of evil eye, that don't wish you well. That may be something that is happening in your life, yes. But that's the thing you have to overcome, because it comes with all of the ideas that are inside of you first. And that's where you are heading, right? Into the place where you allow yourself to step out of this idea that people have to think something about you. You have to think something about you. And that's the decision you are making right now. The decision to let go of the idea of people manipulating you, and stopping this at the same time manipulating people, because that comes with your own incorruptibility. There comes this moment where you see these things happening, and where you step out of this lack mentality, where you stepped into the place where you were in competition. It's not about competition, you know. It's not about manipulation. It's not about allowing other people to manipulate you, or manipulate other people. Because with all of this value thing, there comes the idea that if you are perceived in a specific way, you can give yourself the value that you long for. But that's not the way it works. It is the way it works that you step into your own incorruptibility. You step into your own power of your light, because that's your power. Look at this card. That's a beautiful, shining, bright Sagittarius that is able to heal the things, that is able to lift all the heavy things that are needed to be lifted. And that's where you are heading, into this place where real intimacy is possible, because you stepped out of these areas and you got your mind in check. And that's the ideas that come with manipulation and being manipulated, to get in check with these ideas, and to allow a flow with people, not being in a dependent relationship. It's a flow, right? It's not one giving the other. It is like allowing them to be the beings that they are, allowing every single one of them to be this shining person, and to connect the areas of your life. And that's where temperance comes in as well, where we connect the divine masculine, we connect the divine feminine, we connect the idea of being intimate and being connected to people without being dependent, without being in dependent relationships that allow other people to manipulate us, and we manipulate them. It's independent relationship. It's the real intimacy where we give things and we get things at the same time, and we don't have to be anything. We just have to be this bright light that is showing up. And it's letting go of all the things that come with this idea of being dependent, being not enough, being manipulated, having to decide in one area to keep ourselves from people, and to step into the power that comes with connecting the areas of your life, connecting the energies, and to find that these are just ideas that keep you in the place of the shadow. The devil wants you to be in the shadow. The devil loves the shadow. The devil loves that you don't know what to do about this, about that, about your own value, and it loves to be in competition, to fight for something, and then to be in lack of emotions, and to be in lack of, oh, I don't have what I want to have. But that's the invitation to step into your own incorruptibility, and that comes with being all that you can be, right? Being all that you can be, being in this place of being incorruptible you. Not dependent, not wanting to be dependent, not a victim of someone else, being incorruptible in your own relationship to your emotions. And then to step out of this idea of being not good enough, being on a journey that is detrimental. That you are not. You are not. You are on a journey into your own freedom, to allow yourself to be all that you can be, and that is a beautiful place to be, because then you can radiate like this one. Because that's what's coming up. If you allow yourself to move beyond all of this idea of being victimized, then you step into your own resources, and you can allow life to flow through you and to observe what is happening. That's an important moment for you, Sagittarius, because you want to step into this freedom that comes with relationship, that comes with free will, that comes with authenticity, and your gift of freedom. You have the gift of freedom because you are a Sagittarius. And to step into the place of this freedom, you can feel whatever you want to feel. Be responsible for this and allow yourself to shine. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, for being here and for listening to me and for liking and subscribing and for all of this beautiful stuff that helps this channel grow. And I thank you so much for being here. I see you soon.